With continued violations of the ceasefire deal between Syrian armed forces and the opposition, not only are the scheduled peace talks put under threat, millions of Syrians are going without water, shelter, and other basic living necessities. Soo-young files us this report.
The United Nations says more than 5 million people in Damascus have not had direct access to fresh water for almost 2 weeks. Public wells have been damaged during fighting in Wadi Barada, a suburban area on the outskirts of the Syrian capital that supplies about 70% of the water to Damascus. Residents have said that water only runs for 3 hours a day and it's no longer sold in supermarkets. In responding to the crisis, the UN has restored a number of wells in and around Damascus, covering roughly a third of residents' daily water needs.
Since the 22nd, those wells have been the sole source of water for the entire city of Damascus.
The spokesperson stressed that any lack of water is a humanitarian emergency that could lead to waterborne diseases, particularly among children. He also expressed concern for the 116,000 people registered as displaced from areas of eastern Aleppo that had formerly been under rebel control.
The scale of destruction in Aleppo is massive and it needs enormous help, including such things as healthcare, water and sanitation, education systems, housing and shelter, electricity and livelihood help.
He called for immediate and steady support so that life-saving assistance can reach Aleppo's most vulnerable people. The Syrian civil war broke out in 2011, and according to the UN, nearly 13.5 million people are now in need of humanitarian assistance, and 6 million are internally displaced. Soo-young, Arirang News.